What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Vladimir Klitschko, Roy Jones Jr. Get this, Vladimir Klitschko calls out boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. over connection with Russia. Former four-weight world champion Jones became a Russian citizen 7 years ago, and Klitschko has asked the boxer to clarify what side he is on. Vladimir Klitschko has requested Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. moral compasses while criticizing him for his connection with Russia. The former four-weight world champion Jones officially became a Russian citizen back in 2015 after President Vladimir Putin accepted his request. The boxing legend told Putin that he wanted to open a gym and start business in Russia, that being a citizen of the country would make that easier. Klitschko and brother Vladimir, who is a mayor of Kiev, who has been voicing their support for the Ukraine since Russia invaded their country earlier this year. Klitschko took aim at Jones' connection to Russia in a recent video and challenged the boxer to clarify what side he is on. Quote, "I am super happy to be able to address all of you tonight. Well, almost all of you. There is one person who I have a real question for. One person broke Ukrainian law by going to the occupied peninsula of the Russian territory," Klitschko said on Twitter. Vladimir Klitschko's questions Roy Jones Jr. over connections to Russia and sends a video message from the Ukraine to the Hall of Fame ceremony. Here it is.
You all tonight, almost all of you, there's one person for whom I have a real question. One person broke Ukrainian law by going to the occupied peninsula of Crimea through Russian territory. That person is Roy Jones. So Roy, whose side are you on? On the side of the aggressor or on the side of the defender of its right to live? I respect you as a fighter, but I really question your moral compass.
Those are the words of Vladimir Klitschko in his own words. Let me counterpunch. First off, that was in 2015 when Roy Jones Jr. Wanted to be a Russian citizen. I think that was way before the attempt of the invasion of the Ukraine. Second, if you become a citizen to a place doesn't mean you support everything that that particular country stands for. Okay, me being fans of both fighters, I love Roy Jones and I do respect Vladimir Klitschko. I think Vlad is really on high alert for anybody that may have support for Russia. And then again, I think we should hear what Roy has to say about this particular situation concerning Russia. But what is clear, though, to make it clear, if I'm Roy Jones, I would make it known what side I'm on. Counterpunch. I mean, Vladimir called him out on it, but I think it's, safe to say now, like, look, I think it's time for me, Mr. Y'all Must Have Forgot, Roy Jones Jr., Pete Town in the house, to say what side he is on, just because now it is coming to the forefront and we know what's going on with Russia and the Ukraine. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Vladimir Klitschko calling out Roy Jones Jr. for being a Russian citizen and asking him what side is he on. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.